Truly breathtaking topic to unpack today. If you've been following the 2026 World Cup, you already know that the knockout stages are exactly where legends are made. And man, on July 1st, we witnessed an absolute classic. We're talking about a thrilling 2-1 knockout victory for England over the Democratic Republic of Congo. It was just a wild match, packed with an early shock, relentless pressure, and some seriously dramatic late-game heroics. And the best part? It all played out on one of the most technologically advanced stages in global sports. Okay, let's dive into this, because that right there is the central question we're answering today. We aren't just looking at the players on the pitch, though. Honestly, their achievements were monumental. We're actually connecting this dramatic on-pitch comeback directly to the hypermodern venue that made the whole shebang possible. You see, the stage matters just as much as the players upon it, and as we'll see, the environment in Atlanta played an absolutely massive role in this historic narrative. Section 1, a dramatic knockout comeback. To truly appreciate the scale of this victory, we really have to set the scene. For almost the entire game, England was literally staring elimination right in the face. They were playing from behind against a fierce, determined DR Congo squad. Just looking at how this timeline unfolded, you can practically feel the tension building. Right out of the gate in the 7th minute, DR Congo's Cipenga completely shocked everyone. Following this lofted pass that just bounced past the defenders, Cipenga found himself wide open and ripped a shot right past Jordan Pickford. DR Congo was up 1-0. And for the next hour of game time, DR Congo's keeper, Lionel Mpasi, played out of his mind. I mean, he made 5 massive saves, basically standing on his head with reflex blocks against close-range headers from Jude Bellingham and absolute rocket shots from Harry Kane, keeping the Leopards ahead at the break. It wasn't until the 75th minute that Harry Kane finally broke through with a brilliant header to tie it up. And then just 11 minutes later, in the 86th minute, Kane struck again, unleashing this magnificent running shot into the upper right corner of the net to seal the match. Section 2, breaking a 60-year curse. What Harry Kane and the rest of the three-line squad achieved wasn't just a great comeback, it was a historic exorcism of past tournament demons. Take the year 1966. It's the holy grail year that English fans will absolutely never let you forget. But what you might not realize is that Wednesday's match against DR Congo was the very first time since that 1966 championship run that England won a World Cup finals match after conceding the first goal. For 6 whole decades, falling behind early meant almost certain doom for the English squad. And this brilliantly illustrates the sheer improbability of what we just watched. Just look at that dismal record. 2 wins, 17 losses, and 5 draws. That was England's historical record when conceding first in a World Cup match before they stepped onto the pitch in Atlanta. The psychological mountain they had to climb after that 7th-minute Cipenga goal was just massive. Of course, the man who dragged them up that mountain was their captain. That massive number 13 represents Harry Kane's career World Cup goals after this match. With that stunning game winner, Kane extended his lead as England's top tournament scorer. He's now sitting a full 3 goals ahead of any other English player in history. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how Kane's performance shapes the wider tournament narrative. Looking at the current Golden Boot race for this year's tournament, with his 2 goals against DR Congo, Kane now has 5 goals in total. He's tied for 3rd place with Norway's Erling Haaland, sitting just 1 goal behind heavyweights Lionel Messi and Kylian Mbappe. It sets up an incredible individual race for the rest of the knockout stages. Section 3, the Atlanta stage. Let's move to and see how this builds our understanding of the event. We've talked a lot about the micro narrative of the match, but to really grasp this event, we have to look at the macro setting. We're examining the modern Coliseum that hosted this incredible drama. Mercedes-Benz Stadium is nothing short of an architectural marvel. Just check out these facts. We are talking about a massive 75,000 seating capacity. It features a stunning retractable roof made of 8 triangular panels that literally open like a camera aperture. It houses the world's largest 360-degree halo video board. Oh, and it's the first U.S. professional sports venue to earn a LEED Platinum certification for its incredible sustainability efforts. Plus, it's heavily integrated into the city via the MARTA transit system. It is a hyper-modern facility built precisely for global spectacles, exactly like this one. But perhaps the most vital feature for this specific match was the climate control. This was a midday match in July. In Atlanta, Georgia, the summer heat and high humidity can be absolutely brutal, not to mention the constant threat of sudden thunderstorms. But inside the stadium, the retractable roof and advanced climate systems make the weather completely irrelevant. For a high-stakes, exhausting knockout match, providing an optimized, climate-controlled environment was utterly crucial for player endurance on the pitch, and of course, for the comfort of the fans in the stands. Section 4. The ultimate fan experience. Let's take a quick second to put ourselves in the shoes of a fan experiencing this stadium during a World Cup match. FIFA utilizes very specific seating and hospitality categories, and this venue maximizes all of them. If we break down the FIFA seating categories, you get two very different but equally amazing ways to watch the match. Over on the left, we've got Category 1 seating. These are your lower bowl, long side, midfield aligned seats. This is exactly where you sit if you want the absolute optimal tactical view, watching the players move across the pitch like chess pieces. On the right, we have Category 3 seating. This is behind the goals, often up in the upper bowls. It's much more affordable, sure, but it is incredibly rowdy and highly atmospheric. It's where you truly feel the collective heartbeat and tension of the crowd, especially when the ball enters the penalty box. But beyond the standard seating, there's a level of premium hospitality here that is frankly mind-blowing. Think about this description of the Delta Sky 360-degree and Maybach on-field terraces. Lounge-style seating on the stadium's actual field. You are on the same surface as the players. So, the crucial point is, this completely redefines what it means to attend a sporting event. You aren't just sitting near the field, you are literally on the field. Combine that crazy proximity with white glove service, a personal attendant, and an inclusive upscale menu, and you've got an experience that has no equivalent at any other venue in this tournament's lineup. But hey, you don't need a VIP ticket to be completely immersed in the magic of this stadium. And that is all thanks to the Halo board. This is a 360-degree screen, the largest in the world, by the way, suspended right from the roof. The brilliant design means it is visible from absolutely every single seat in the venue. When Harry Kane unleashed that 86-minute stunner, all 75,000 fans, whether they were down in an on-field terrace or way up in the very last row of the upper corner, could immediately look up and watch the replay together in crystal clear definition. It's just a beautifully unifying piece of technology. Section 5. Looking ahead. Well, we've unpacked an incredible match and toured a phenomenal stadium, but the 2026 World Cup story is far from over. For England, the reward for breaking their 60-year curse is a pretty daunting next step. They advance to the round of 16, where they'll have to pack their bags and travel south. Their next opponent is Mexico, and they'll be playing in the legendary and super intimidating Estadio Azteca in Mexico City this coming Sunday. It's going to be a massive clash of styles and atmospheres for sure. And as for our venue, Mercedes-Benz Stadium's turn in the global spotlight isn't finished quite yet either. The stadium is actually gearing up to host a marquee semifinal match on July 15th. This is expected to be one of the absolute highest demand fixtures of the entire tournament, bringing the eyes of the world right back to Georgia for what promises to be an absolute thriller. Which leaves us with this final thought to ponder as we wrap up this explainer. We just saw Harry Kane and England shatter a 60-year curse under that massive Halo board. So with the world's best teams fighting tooth and nail for a spot in the final, will the July 15th semifinal in Atlanta deliver yet another legendary, unforgettable moment? If this round of 32 match was any indication at all, fans in the stadium and watching around the globe are in for something truly spectacular. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and enjoy the rest of the tournament.